All right, good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm 5 News meteorologist Stephen Elmore. If you noticed a couple hours ago, we did have that severe thunderstorm watch issued for portions of the river valley. We've been watching this cluster really start to develop across Oklahoma City, and now it's tracking its way towards eastern Oklahoma and going to try to make a run towards the state line. The reason why we're seeing this severe weather heading into this afternoon is because our atmosphere right now, the environment out there is primed and ready to go to fuel these potential storms as they get closer to the river valley heading into the afternoon. Our main threats heading into this are going to be right now some strong wind gusts and really just some heavy rainfall. The hail cores right now have remained around penny size, so we're not really worried about the potential for some of that damaging hail. Really what we could see is just those wind gusts peaking up near 60 miles per hour. We'll be tracking this system out. It's a very small, just isolated cell that's been slowly starting to weaken as it's crossed over Oklahoma, but still holding on to the severe threat as we get closer towards the river valley heading into the afternoon hours. So we'll pull up the severe thunderstorm warning, give you the information on that. Severe thunderstorm warning going out until 11:15 for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail. Right now, this only affects, for our viewing area, Sequoyah County, but if this cell continues to hold its strength, most likely going to be tracking towards LaFleur, Scott, Crawford, Sebastian, and eventually into Logan, Franklin, and Johnson counties. Could see a warning polygon impacted as we head into lunchtime and then into the afternoon. Across northwest Arkansas, this rain that's moving outside of Tulsa right now, just going to remain some rainfall heading into the afternoon. We're really not worried about any severe weather out of the rainfall that's moving out of Tulsa, closing in on northwest Arkansas, maybe just seeing a few scattered showers as we head into the afternoon hours. This cell right here is what's producing the strong wind gusts and some small penny-sized hail as it tracks further into the river valley once we get closer towards lunchtime. All right, so let's pull up velocity and show you just how strong those wind gusts are. So really just some straight line winds right now. And again, this cell moving out of the OKC area is just moving into an environment that hasn't seen a lot of severe weather and hasn't used up a lot of the energy that we've been building up. So that's why it's able to hold its strength as it closes in on the state line. So some strong wind gusts moving into Haskell County. Sequoyah County, you're going to see some of those strong wind gusts here in just a little bit as well. And likely, as long as this doesn't fall apart within the next hour or so, this polygon is going to be extended into LaFleur, Sebastian, possibly Crawford County. We'll be watching to see what the next update from the National Weather Service is going to be. Again, this is not really a hail threat, more of a wind gust threat. Wind gusts producing up to 60 miles per hour. So you can look at those hail cores right now. You're seeing this gray, light gray. This is that penny-size hail that's being produced right now. We need to get to quarter-size hail around to be considering it damaging. So right now, just some small hail being produced by this. Definitely not similar to what we saw this past weekend where we saw some large golf ball-size hail across the Boston Mountains. This is just going to be a windy, gusty cell that's pushing through the river valley through the afternoon. This is not our only chance for severe weather heading into the rest of the day today. And then into the overnight hours across northwest Arkansas, we have our own chance for some severe weather as we head into the rest of this evening. And then really heading into tomorrow morning is when we're going to have the best chance for some more severe weather across northwest Arkansas. The Storm Prediction Center has upgraded us to that level 3 risk across portions of Benton and Washington counties. The timing for this is going to be anywhere from 1 a.m. heading into Wednesday morning and 5 a.m. for Wednesday morning as well. So it's overnight tonight. We're going to have the potential to see some of these storms working out of Oklahoma into northwest Arkansas. Main threats for this are going to be some strong wind gusts. And now that we have that level 3 risk, you always have to be wary of the potential for some large hail and then eventually the potential for maybe a brief spin up or two. Really, though, what we're going to be looking out for is some damaging wind gusts and some of that hail moving through overnight tonight, again, 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. Right now, all we're seeing is kind of a midday cell that's been working all across Oklahoma, and it's moving into an atmosphere where there's nothing slowing it down, so it's going to continue on with its track through the river valley. It's actually kind of starting to spread out now, which is a good sign for the next few hours or so. If we can start to spread this thing out, it's going to lose its energy, and then eventually by the time we get to the afternoon, maybe just seeing some rainfall and then still some strong wind gusts, but below the threshold for the severe limit, which is 58 miles per hour. If we can get below that, maybe we just get lucky with some rainfall as we head into the afternoon. We have our Facebook live stream up right now to answer any questions. It looks like we're just focusing on what the midday is going to be looking like as we head into the afternoon. Again, this cell moving out of Oklahoma City, moved through just south of Tulsa, has continued to try to fall apart, but as it falls apart, it continues to move into an area that has these high dew point values and these warm temperatures, so it's going to keep on tracking as long as it has an environment to keep on running into. And if we look at temperatures right now across the river valley, then we'll look at those dew point values. It's going to continue to move into an environment that is going to be able to supply its energy. Mid-80s right now across the river valley, 82 in Fort Smith, 81 in Poteau, 81 in Sallisaw, 80 in Waldron. So it's already starting to heat up as we get into the afternoon. And then those dew point values, not great, not producing the dew point values that we see when we see some widespread severe weather, but those dew point values still in the mid 60s right now, 63 in Fort Smith, 64 in Poteau. So you're feeling the humidity when that storm cell gets closer to you. That's what it's going to be using to potentially produce some more strong wind gusts as we head into the afternoon. All right, let's pull up radar one more time and we'll track this out for you. The latest timing on everything. This is, let me see how fast this is moving. Not how strong the wind gusts are, but how fast it's moving. 45 miles per hour towards the east. So we'll pull up our tracker here and give you kind of an update on when you can expect the cell to be moving into your area for the lunchtime hour. All right. Stigler, 11:15. Sallisaw at 11:45. Fort Smith just after 12:30. Greenwood at 1:05. Paris at 2:12. Now we're going to be tracking this out all the way out to Logan and Scott counties, but it's all factoring in is if this one cell across eastern Oklahoma right now can hold its strength all the way across the state line and then into the rest of the river valley. If we just see this cell start to die out, there's nothing behind it to produce any more severe weather. So we're only tracking this very isolated cell as we head into the midday hours. And it's only producing, again, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, penny-size hail to no hail at all. So our wind threat is our only thing that we have to look forward to as we head into the afternoon. So again, Stigler around 11:15, 11:45 for Sallisaw. Closer to 12:30 or 12:45 for Fort Smith. Greenwood, 1:05. Paris after 2 p.m. if this cell holds its strength all the way until 2 o'clock. I highly doubt that we're going to be reaching it. What you could be for folks that live in Logan, Scott, and Johnson counties, if anything, by the time we get to 2 o'clock, you're definitely going to see some rainfall, but not most likely not still in the severe limit that we're talking about with a severe thunderstorm warning below that threshold for the 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. All right, let's pull up hail tracks one more time. And again, still holding on to penny-sized hail or nothing at all. And this hail right now, the one that's with the leading edge, is most likely going to be tracking probably for LaFleur County if we get another warning starting to move in. If it holds its strength that far, Sequoia County may be seeing some pea-sized hail as we head into the afternoon as well. Again, this polygon is not yet filled, and what we mean by that is the leading edge producing all these strong wind gusts right now has only reached through halfway through this polygon. So once they get a little bit past the halfway mark, that's when they'll start to issue another warning ahead of it if they think it's going to continue to track off towards the southeast into those locations that we just named for the timing of everything. We'll pull up velocity data one more time, and then we'll start to wrap things up here. If we do get another severe thunderstorm warning, we'll hop back on here, give you the latest information on that, and track out and see where it's going to be going. So this white, almost lime green spot is where the strongest wind gusts are going to be. That's going to be tracking off towards LaFleur County, and we'll see if it moves into an environment across Sequoia County, if it starts to pick up its wind gusts later on. Heading into this afternoon, producing a lot of lightning strikes right now, more and we're not across the leading edge, but across in the middle of this cell, producing a lot of lightning strikes this afternoon. Low hail threat just across the threshold for the potential for severe weather. Again, it has to be around 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and just some heavy rainfall heading into the afternoon. Again, we'll keep you updated as we go on. If we get another warning, we'll hop back on here. But for right now, just could be a bit gusty, some heavy rainfall moving into the river valley as we head into lunchtime. But we'll keep you updated if we have any more updates as we get a little bit closer. For now, we'll keep it here, keep it local, and always, we'll keep you advised.